into the Colorado game, whereas Colorado had to, we gave them. It
Yeah,
was a 5-game series, but we still gave we beat the crud
we
out of
gave
each
them
other. Both
hell
of our
for
teams did.
sure.
So
And
in the
that they
competition,
were saying that. I
We
think
had y'all shook. We had y'all shook though. We had
what?
y'all shook though.
Um,
What's up, potheads? Welcome to Cheddarpot. I'm Zach. That's Cole. Say something, Cole, so the camera shows you.
something.
Say something. And that's Clay.
Something.
I got my cheddar balls.
Cheddar balls. Yes,
Okay, restart.
Cheddar balls. Welcome to Cheddarpot. A media internet YouTube channel. Some would say that. Welcome back. It's our first episode since June. So we have a lot to talk about. Specifically, there's been a lot of baseball that's been happening. And there's been a lot of stuff happening as far as no one can see you, Clay. Just me.
Fine.
Okay, now they can see you. Now they can see. Okay, now they can see me now.
What's that in the background, Clay?
There you go. There you go. It's okay.
Okay, keep going, cheese.
Wait, hold on. Talking.
You already had. That's the second one I've seen. All right. Anyways, so we've got a lot to talk about. Both Timberwolves wise, Wild wise off season, and then of course a little bit of Timberwolves in action.
Mhm.
Wait, Timberwolves?
Yeah, Timberwolves.
It's Jason. All right, Timberwolves.
Yeah.
Oh, you're trying. I see. He's
Timberwolves.
trying to say stuff, so he flashes onto the screen.
Yeah, can you stop talking then? So I think
There we go.
we're doing Timberwolves, I guess.
Yeah. Sometimes you got to talk a little bit or really loud, otherwise it will not change.
Okay. Sorry.
Shout out to Zoom. Thank you, Zoom, so much for supporting us and making it so I don't have to edit these together. And for your automatic camera switch.
People want to talk loud when they want to sound smart. Correct. So that's a
Correct!
callback.
Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Am I being too loud?
Am I being detained? All right, keep going. Keep riffing.
Zoom does that though. Like you were trying to squeeze the chicken thing earlier to make it honk. Pause.
Yeah, no honk. No honk.
There was no honk. I couldn't hear it. Okay. Just wanted to make sure. Anyways, so as I said, we have lots to catch up on. Mostly there was an episode that was recorded that was these two fellas talking about the Minnesota Wild
forever.
Yeah, and I didn't realize I had to edit that, so that didn't get posted.
So that
but what we're gonna do now?
It's the Cheddar Pot lost episode.
Yeah, it'll come out in like 5 years, like default 2 footage. That'll come out at some point. I still have. Anyways, what we're gonna do now is I would love to give the floor to Clay and Cole to kind of talk a little bit of shop about the Wild. Why isn't the camera? Oh, there it is. Now it's on me. Okay. Talk a little shop and maybe talk about some stuff you guys mentioned in that episode. I would love to hear it as I wasn't there. And give you guys the time to talk about stuff you did already talk about. And let's actually put it out there on the analogs. Sure. Yeah. So go ahead. Talk Wild to me, baby.
Okay,
well, let's see. Good or bad, since we would have done that podcast, not much has changed on that front. We've released a few people. We've brought in a few people. And then the big question mark right now is getting the Quinn Hughes deal signed and done. Word on the street is that if we knew he wasn't going to re-sign, we would know about it by now. So now it just gives us the inclination that they're just trying to decide dollars. So we'll see how much he signs for. It sounds like there's concern if we do sign him to a big juicy contract, which might be the case, like we did with Kaprizov, that we won't have much money to put together the pieces to make a Stanley Cup caliber team. Then again, anything can happen. So I think it's more important about signing and getting the players you know are good, they're bona fide stars, and they can change the course of the game. And then you try to, find the depth around it. We also brought in a new guy that will be interesting. We might have an all-Russian line with Kaprizov, Yurov, and then Maxim Shabanov is the new guy. So he has a lot of really good potential. We saw some. We talked about some highlights in the episode that Clay and I did. He's never been really given a solid shot at like starting minutes. He played for the Islanders, but they buried him on the third line, and he got like 15 minutes a night, and he wasn't around much talent. So it'll be interesting. Maybe this is one of those players that you bring him and you put him next to some stars, and he shines. So that's what we're hoping for at least. Other than that, I mean, that's kind of the gist. I mean, is there anything that I missed, Clay, or anything that you want to mention about the Wild?
Well, yeah, no, the Shabanov. I don't even know how to pronounce that Shabanov. I think that's right, but he's
Yeah, it's Shabanov.
looking back. I mean, I think that's going
Shabanov.
to be a great addition. We still haven't. It's just we don't have any answers from when we last spoke. The stuff that was, that was like 100% that all happened, but then there's still a bunch of questions up in the air. Like Larkin still hasn't gone anywhere. The Hughes
Yeah.
deal is still on, hasn't been done yet. Tarasenko still hasn't gone anywhere, so we're still kind of waiting on all that stuff still. But then the one big thing that we did spend a lot of time talking about was Zuccarello being unfortunately dumped off to the Kings, who any other team would have been better. I think.
Any other team would have been better.
That's not true. Not any other team. There's like two
Yeah.
teams.
The Stars would have definitely not
Yeah.
been better.
That's true.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
Dallas or
very
Vegas, I guess, but
Sorry to play devil's advocate there.
yeah.
very quickly, gentlemen, here are the offseason moves thus far. We traded for Blake Coleman and Ali Mata. We signed Maxim Shabanov, and then we moved on from some departing veterans. Matt Zuccarello, Jake Middleton is over with the
Ah,
Flames.
Yeah.
Marcus Johansson's
Mitzi,
over in Sweden, and Vladimir
RIP.
Tarasenko. He's not signed yet, but he is a free agent, and for all intents and purposes, it sounds like we would have told him if we intended to re-sign him. That's why he's playing free agency. So we got Zach Bogosian, Nick Foligno re-signed, some other Bucks on the team, but it'll be interesting, right? It's not like we have some giant roster overhaul, but then again, you're talking about a team that made it out of the first round for the first time in many, many years, and
That's right.
not the result we would have wanted against Colorado, but like I think we looked competitive for some stretches. I mean, it's all about who shows up and who doesn't, but Vegas kind of had a walk into the Colorado game, whereas Colorado had to, we gave them. It
Yeah.
was a 5-game series, but we still we beat the crud
We
out of
gave
each
them
other.
hell
Both of our
for
teams did.
sure.
So
And
in the
that
competition,
they were saying that. I
We
mean,
had y'all shook. We had y'all shook though. We had
what?
y'all shook though.
Um, no, I want to go back and touch on, or sorry, I want to go back and uh, reiterate. I did not mean dumped off Zuccarello. We didn't do that. They just paid him a lot more money than we were going to pay him.
Which he
yeah,
deserves.
I can't remember
yeah.
Not
the
a
So,
buck.
details of it, but
so
it was a ridiculous guaranteed money for like playing 10 games, which we
yeah,
were not going to pay
yeah.
him. Those details did not come out right at the beginning, so that was
That
I've
was
obtained
the
some
drama.
information.
The drama was we found out that the base contract was like 1 year. Okay, so he signed a 1 year, $1 million contract, and we're all sitting at home going, "How? What do you mean we couldn't match that? That's ridiculous! Like, of course we like. Why did we let him walk?" The thing is, performance bonuses. Oh gosh, even the general AI overview isn't giving us the here.
We do not use AI on this
yeah.
Well,
podcast.
no, no. Okay, yeah. Here you go. One year, he gets up to $5.5 million in additional performance and playoff bonuses. So,
Wow.
$5 million bonus triggers as soon as he plays 10 games. So basically, he was asking us
Since
for
it's
6 million. He wanted to pay. He wanted us to pay 6 million for 1 year, and that's not even. So okay, here's what's lame about this contract. They say performance incentives. Okay, just playing 10 games is not, in my mind, is not performance incentives. That's just like
Yeah,
breathing.
like
Like
staying healthy enough to
he
play
could,
10
yeah.
games isn't impressive. Yeah.
Yeah, not tearing
It's
your AC
wild,
together,
man.
basically.
And then there's a $500,000 bonus if they make it to the playoffs. But I, it's tough because if he signed a 1 year $1 million contract with us with the performance incentives being like he gets like a 80-point season and like gets above 30 goals, like I could understand stuff like that. But to play 10 games, it's like you just gotta eat, breathe, and sleep. and just show up and not explode when you're on the ice, and you're good. So
Sure.
it makes sense why we moved on from him. I know everyone was outraged originally, but now that we know the full contract negotiation, or at least what he was looking for, it makes complete sense that we would move on for him for multiple reasons, if not just for breaking Kaprizov out of his mold, his comfort with him, and forcing him to adapt to play with other players. So
Yeah, because when you have a guy that is no longer, but was the highest paid player in the NHL, you kind of want him to be able to operate without one guy. Because for some reason, he just couldn't play without Zuccarello at the high standard that we're used to. I don't know if that's
mhm.
true or not, but it kind of seemed like that, maybe by coincidence. So this
Yeah,
forces him to figure it the fuck out, basically. I don't know.
right. I always compare him to, like, in terms of like play and like presence in the league, to like a Pasternak. But the thing about David is that he's one of those guys where the Bruins can throw him on, and they have. You can throw him on any line with any players, and certain players he'll thrive with
Plug and
better
play
because
him.
anyone plays better around good talent. But like he's gonna do, and I think Kaprizov naturally does that anyways. But I understand the whole mentality of, okay, but we almost exclusively would play him with Zuccarello, and when Zuccarello would get hurt, we would see. So I like the idea of just like not like a okay, not abandoning Kaprizov, but kind of throwing him out in this space, being like, "Hey, it's you. We expect you to drive the play around the people. It's you. We don't want you to be reliant on people. We want people to be reliant on you. We want you to elevate the line that you're on, whether it's first line or second line or whatever." So it'll be interesting.
Yeah,
We'll see, man.
he's
A lot of mix ups this year in like the smallest ways, right? Like nothing major
Right.
happen, but new personnel, you never know, dude. I mean, look at Michael McCarron. We re-signed him for a really juicy contract because he came in and he played so good for us. Regular season stint when he got traded, and in the playoffs, he was terrific. So I'm looking forward to seeing what Blake Coleman and Alimata will bring to the table. I think Shabanov could be good,
No
and
doubt.
let's just hope that our talent shows up, because that's really
Dude,
what it comes down to, is the
I
talented
want
players
to
showing up.
see McCarron. First, I want to see us like not have to do as many shootouts next year as we did this year. But if we do,
be
I'd like
good.
us to throw Michael McCarron on there because every
Sexy
time,
daddy.
swear to God, every time Sexy Daddy had a breakaway, it was going in. Like I don't know what it
Mhm.
was, but I want to
Yeah,
see
he
it.
was locked, man. He just played.
Yeah.
He's
He
on a
he
tear.
he um he is a great example of someone that capitalized on their opportunities. When we would give him playing time, even if he didn't get a direct impact in terms of like the score or getting points, like when he was on the ice, you knew he was on the ice. Like he was hitting people hard. He was chasing down pucks. He was winning faceoffs. He was making decent passes. So like you need players like that carry the flow of a game. And him, along some of the other people that we got, should hopefully continue to do that. I was hopeful for this team last year. I'm hopeful for them coming around this next year as well. And there's still some things to be seen. There's a small chance that we pull in Larkin. I don't know how we make that work in terms of trades and cap space, but there's a maybe a chance. Maybe there's some other free agents that we go after. We got to lock up Hughes, obviously, but we'll see what happens. But it's a fun time to be a Minnesota sports fan across the board. I mean, all of our teams, some are more optimistic than others, but all of them are at least have potential.
Uh, uh,
You don't feel that about the Vikes?
yeah.
Oh,
No, no,
Timberwolves, right. Can't be
there's
the Twins.
I'm actually very, very optimistic about this Viking season, more than I have been in the past, but we can talk about that later. No, you go.
Yeah, yeah. No, we'll wrap
No,
up. If
you
unless
go.
you have something to say about hockey, Clay, we can jump into
Um,
the Twins and Timberwolves, right?
there's not much else to say. I just wanted to kind of give Zuccarello one more thing. Like, I love you. I'm sorry if I came off negative about your departure.
We
You've been such
love
an
Zook.
integral piece of this puzzle for many years, and I will miss you greatly. And you will never have to buy a beer in the state of Minnesota ever again. Thank you, Zuccarello.
You can't promise that. You can't promise
Hey,
that.
him and Kaprizov.
How would you know?
I guess I don't know.
Okay,
You can't promise that kind of
I'm
stuff,
just
dude.
assuming. I don't. I guess it
Well,
depends on where he goes.
he gave us some of the greatest memes, like when he's doing the hammers on on
Yeah,
Kaprizov's gloves,
that was great.
ironing
Oh
them.
my
Yeah,
God.
it's so good, man.
yeah.
Oh,
Well,
we
I
love
mean,
Zook. So,
yeah, speaking of beloved players that got moved, the
ooh,
similar thing happened with the Minnesota Timberwolves. Also, not to completely make a joke out of what you said, but I do think it is a pretty exciting time for like all of our teams. as far as optimism goes. So there's
Yeah.
a there's a lot of good stuff to talk about for everybody. But I would love to talk about the Timberwolves right now.
Yeah, let's do it.
Specifically, as I mentioned, our
Wait, what are we
sweet,
talking about?
sweet.
What are we talking
There you go.
about?
Send a video. We're talking about the Timberwolves.
I gotta finish.
So
Bring
sweet,
yes.
sweet Nasrion Hilton Reed has been traded to the Charlotte Hornets in
Yeah.
return
Wow.
for one LaMelo Ball of the Ball family. Maybe you're familiar with the Big Baller brand. Maybe you're familiar with the I'm gonna swear on it. Whoa. Perhaps you're familiar with Lonzo Ball's constantly broken foot. Well, we got the best one of all of them. We got the one who's really, really good at basketball, like really fucking good at basketball. But of course, it came at a price of losing Nas, who was, a very much beloved, maybe one of the most beloved players in the state of Minnesota.
Hmm.
And, there's obviously been a lot of discourse about everything and, people wondering if, was it even a good idea to trade Nas, this, that, and the other. Um, but mostly, I think a lot of people have been open to it and have been positive. Obviously, we didn't want to lose Nas, but getting LaMelo's back, getting LaMelo back is huge. But curious to know how you guys feel as, big Nas fans. I know we got a Nas Reed jersey full.
Hmm.
How do you guys feel about everything? Obviously, it's tough losing this like sort of weird parasocial thing we create with these players because we love them. And when they leave, it stings in a way. Like when Kirk Cousins
Yeah.
left, that truly hurt. But it doesn't really matter because they don't know us, we don't know them. But still, ultimately, how do you feel as someone who is watching this guy blossom? And how do you feel about the trade too?
I don't know. I'm pretty fucking hyped, I guess.
I think you should. I think you should.
Okay, for me, you need to know that cut over. And originally it cut over and it was send a video, and now it cuts over and you have the crunch on your head, and that just made me laugh so
Um,
And I hope the viewers are laughing too.
yeah, no, it's good stuff. You just have to get through the pain of losing somebody like Nas Reed, which is just like not more than a fan favorite, just like an
Uh-huh.
absolute legend in the community. But
One of
Yeah,
like the
for sure.
biggest success stories in our
yeah,
franchise's history. We've
absolutely.
never
So
Yeah.
developed somebody into an undrafted player into a sixth man of the year.
that's unbelievable.
He's like the Timberwolves version of Adam Thielen.
Yes, honestly, yeah.
Not bad. Yeah, NFL terms.
Yeah, can you put that
Pretty
in
good.
Peter Griffin Family Guy terms for me, please?
It's
Lois.
like when
Lois.
Megan and Brian. Sorry, I didn't mean to. Well, Clay needed to take a
No.
break for his beer. Okay, now he can talk.
I don't know what else to say. I'm excited now that that's over with, the sadness, which it's not,
Yeah,
it doesn't go away ever, but um
I think it
he
won't
was
really
about to
have.
be a starter, man. He was finally gonna get that. And then but like,
Yeah,
but now it's gonna be
he'll be
will
starting in Charlotte.
yeah, that's true. That's true. He was gonna start regardless, I guess. So good for
Hmm.
him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think for me, I just I want to see what it looks like when they play together.
Mhm.
I almost said Lonzo, um, but
You're close.
dude, I think I don't know. I'm excited. It's gonna be fun to see it go down. I guess the
Hmm.
way it does.
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe Charlotte visits Minneapolis at some point this season, and then we visit Charlotte.
Ooh.
Obviously, not as big of a deal, but when Nas comes
Ours-
back to Minnesota, it's going to be that fucking tribute video is going to
yeah.
So
it's going
hard.
to make everybody cry.
hmm Dude,
Yeah,
ceiling is really high
100%.
right now. That's all I'm gonna say. It's like there's a
Yeah,
lot of
that's a good way of
Yeah,
putting it.
yeah. I
optimism.
mean, LaMelo Ball, like if you look away from how all his little antics and his fast car driving problems, that dude is so good at basketball. There's not a lot of people in the world who can just pull up from the logo
Yeah.
confidently and hit it, and this guy can, and he's about to play with
Mm.
Anthony Edwards. So, sorry, I
Gonna
want
be
you to
good.
go,
It's gonna be
Cole,
crazy.
but you guys can tell
No,
I'm
no,
excited.
it's good.
I'm actually
Yeah, no,
really excited.
I'm really excited. I think one of the first thoughts that I had as I was processing it, I'm like, okay, how does this feel? And every trade's different, but like, how does this feel compared to like the cat trade? And with
Mhm.
cat, it felt weird. It almost, in a way, like I know Nas is a star, but it kind of felt inverse because we took Cat, who's like a bona fide star, as we clearly just saw, because he just won the
All
finals
star.
with the
Yeah.
Knicks. And we traded for two players that are very, very good players with Devo and Randall. But we kind of traded. Obviously, there were justifications for that trade, but also just like spreading out our depth a little more. It felt like no. Um, but what I really like about this trade is that I'm gonna miss Nas. I love Nas. I wish him all the best in Charlotte. But like, dude, I knew a little bit about LaMelo Ball, but I went and watched highlights of him. This guy is a bona fide superstar, man. And for someone who, as they've watched the Timberwolves, has had periods of time where they've been frustrated by like spacing and like creativity on offense, where like, okay, we need to create something outside of just like the plays that we have set up, like the normal plays
Yeah.
that we run,
Outside
or
of just
watching
like the
Anthony
pick and
Edwards
roll.
stun on people, but like actually have someone that knows what to do with the ball, how to move it, and then can find a pass that no one else can. Someone I often, like, frequently think about that different position, but Joker, dude, Joker, we watch him make plays all the time that they definitely did not draw that play up. It's his intrinsic ability to like understand the
Mhm.
sport and understand spacing on the floor. And from what I saw from LaMelo, he brings a lot of that to the table. So I think if anything, dude, one thing too is just taking some of the pressure off of Ant to like drive the play and drive the creativity. It'll be good to have someone else in that role that is able to do that. So I'm really, I'm
Yeah.
really, I'm really bullish on this trade. I think it was a brilliant trade. I think
Mhm.
it's like every year that we don't invest more and more into a win now perspective with Ant, I think is foolish. Like you have
Oh
a
yeah.
golden goose with Anthony Edwards.
True.
He's one of the best players to ever play the game. You could argue, right? He's always ranked in current players.
Oh
He's
yeah.
always ranked in like top five. And
I know.
I know when you bring in the whole history of the league, it gets a little a little harder to get up there. But I mean, he's good, man, and he's got more time to prove it. So
He's got a very short resume, but it is filled
Bro, he's
full.
the
mhm.
truth.
Yeah, he's the truth. He's literally the truth. No,
Like,
I'd love to bounce off of what you just said
who
after.
you'd like to what?
I'd love to bounce on Cole after I bounce off of what I'm about to say, or sorry, bounce off what he just said, which was,
Say that
the
again
cat
real quick.
trade. Yeah, share
Bounce
your
on
screen.
what?
Wait, shoot.
Sorry.
I'm gonna bounce on it.
You're gonna what?
No, it's funny you bring up the cat trade because these are obviously two very different trades in a lot of ways. But like you said, like this trade takes so much pressure off of Ant in a way that the Julius Randle Devo trade didn't really do. That
Mm-mm.
I think where we're at right now is kind of always the vision. And the last couple years have been like, I really hope this roster can really pull it together, but if they can't, there's more stuff waiting, right? Like we kind of realized Julius Randle's just not the right fit there. Despite, having some really amazing times, it just didn't really seem to work. So
Yeah.
getting rid of him was a tough idea, or, but it needed to be done. So, that cat trade, in retrospect, it's tough because really we only got Devo out of it, but you got to remember a lot of that trade was a salary dump and just I don't think a lot of people at the Timberwolves front office wanted to get rid of Cat. I think it just needed to happen, but it has gotten us to this
Yeah.
point right now where obviously Devo's hurt, but we have this explosive 3-point shooting guard who works his freaking ass off when he's on the court, who can play point guard if he needs to. So when he's healthy, adding that to Anthony Edwards, who's probably the best shooting guard in the entire NBA. I'm sure there's conversations to be had about that, but as far as just like pure scoring, I don't know if anyone's better. And now he
Mm-mm.
doesn't need to have the ball in his hands. He can literally just roam and try to like do his thing while somebody who I mean has got to be a top 5 ball handler in the league. I mean, this kid, like since he was 12, people were like, you're going to be you're going to be a star. So he's
Hmm.
been
Right.
working his whole life to be as good as he is, which is why I like have so much confidence in just like talking about how awesome he is at basketball because it's just like in his DNA. But now you have this guy who, similar to Devo, one of the best 3-point shooters in the league, right? Like just has absolute clip. He'll pull up from wherever. He's got a strap, dude. He will fucking pull up from wherever, and it always feels like it's going to go in. He is so good at creating shots of his own, but he's also a pass first guard. Like he has the ability to score at a high level, but he'd so much rather dish it. And who is his number one option? Anthony Edwards. So
Not bad.
it's just like it's a perfect pairing, and if it means we have, Trey Lyles starting at the 4, which no disrespect to Trey Lyles, but like he's not quite like LeBron James, right? Like the power forward you would love to put in there. We still have just like 2 of the best fucking guards in the league right there. So, like I think the Anthony Edwards win now thing has been a thing since we got Rudy. I think that was the moment we realized like they're going to do whatever they need to do to surround this guy who they hadn't even gotten to the Western Conference Finals yet. And they're like, we got to do whatever we can to support this guy because they knew it would end
Mhm.
up being something like this. Like, Ant's a fucking star. He's worldwide. So, think you guys can tell I'm excited about the trade.
Yeah.
All
No,
that
I
to
like
say,
everything you said. No,
Woo!
it's all solid, and it all I track with all of it. It's exactly what you said, Cheese. It's this is kind of the formula for the team makeup that we always had
mhm,
envisioned. It was hard to get all the right pieces in a line for it. But now when you look at our roster from top down, like you're like, okay, you have Anthony Edwards, who I mean, he wears so many shoes for our team, but like if you could put him in a position where he
he
can
does
just
wear a
ball
lot of
out and
shoes.
be he does. He's got
I think
all
he
the
was
shoes,
hats,
man.
but yeah.
But
He
yeah, then you
wears
have
a
a
lot of
bona
different
fide point
shoes.
guard
He
with
has his own
LaMelo
brand.
and
Sorry, no, I'm sorry, Cole.
no,
Keep
you're
going.
good. All my thing was going to be was going down the roster and pointing out how every player, like no
Yeah.
player, like it's not. Oh, well, now we have 2 of these guys and we're missing. It's like no, we actually. You could. The
Yeah,
one thing you could say is that the power forward space is going to be lacking. Like who plays our power forward now? We just got rid of
Mhm.
Nas and Randall. Who fills those shoes? Well,
So,
shit, Anthony Edwards in a way probably could. I mean, the
yeah.
guy's so
yeah.
damn talented at doing
Well,
it.
no, he
But
Body.
definitely puts on a lot of different pairs of socks. So
I was really hoping earlier that when she was wrapping up his thing, you were going to talk again and you were going to be over by the plant in the corner, standing up with the
Yeah,
can
yeah.
going, yeah, that's going to do really good at it. And it's just going to keep coming back to you and you're just in a different spot in your place. So,
maybe
I
later.
kept looking up and just seeing Clay. You were like this the whole time. I mean, they can't see him. I don't understand the Zoom thing. Hello, Green Box. Are you on me yet? Hello, Green Box. Why? There it is. Hello.
It's been
Clay was
on.
doing this.
It's been
I'm
there.
so sick of you.
I
Yeah.
love when he's leaning back like that. Anyways, I echo everything you say. This team is the most fun I've ever had watching the Timberwolves. This year's should surely be a terrific time. And I'm just excited to watch LaMelo ball.
Episode's over. Episode's over.
Ish.
Thanks a lot.
Where did Clay
Uh,
go? It's not cutting because he's quiet. What does he do? Oh,
I
he's
have
standing up.
something I want to say.
say it.
What makes it so great is they cut over to him.
The 9 experiment was fun, but I'm ready for Kyler.
Wow. I guess we should maybe
Uh,
naturally transition to the Vikings now.
Yeah,
do we
maybe.
want to? Do we want to talk about him quickly? I know that we plan to talk Twibs,
Yeah.
but
I mean, the first preseason game was last night. Kyler's been named QB1. I think there's some movement. And I think that we should maybe talk about it a little bit.
yeah, let's do that. You
At least
guys are
the
going to have to
quarterback.
give me.
Yeah.
You guys are going to be giving me the news. I watched one
Yeah.
play where our defensive player blew up Jackson Dart in a
Ah,
preseason game, and that was it. So I
that
know
was
nothing
fun.
other than that.
Should we touch on
Yeah,
9?
watch him get blitzed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's touch on 9.
Let's touch on 9.
Wow, dude,
I would love to touch on 9.
the energy getting drained from the conversation is going. Yeah, let's talk about 9.
No, we're gonna touch on 9, bro, right now.
Dude,
And if you're not ready to touch on 9, you better get ready, dude.
Watch out, 9. It's touching time.
I think I'm most frustrated that he came out in that debut, or I don't know if it was his debut, but the Bears game, tough start, fourth quarter,
Oh
insane.
my
And
gosh.
I'm like, this guy did. And then a lot of piss poor work for the season. And then a good game against the Lions. And there was one other one sprinkled in there, but for the most part,
I don't know.
One might say
we're stuck
flashes
with the
of
meme behind
greatness.
Clay.
Yeah, flashes of greatness for sure. And he looked bad in the
But is it
preseason.
sustainable? It's not.
So we'll see.
He looked bad this preseason.
Yeah, in the preseason, in his
Oh
In the
man,
game.
yeah.
Yeah.
Carson Wentz looked awesome. He looked like he can manage the absolute shit out of a game. Like,
Hmm.
he cannot be our
yeah,
savior, you guys. The
I
dude,
know.
the dude can
I don't
barely
know why
move.
you're so hesitant to accept Carson Wentz into your heart, sir.
Yeah.
I love Carson Wentz. Dude, Carson Wentz goes down in my mind, in my books, as one of the greatest to be a Viking quarterback for reasons other than play. Because he just like, dude, that one game where we're all like, take him out, you're killing him. And he just kept going out there, kept
Yeah,
getting blown
true.
up, but just
I forgot
life
about
on the
that.
line.
His shoulder
But
was
he's just a
just like
legend.
his shoulder
So
exploded
fucked,
into a
dude.
tiny million pieces to smithereens, one might say.
Carson
And
Wentz is
That
like,
was
I must play, otherwise JJ McCarthy will have to.
yeah,
Dude,
he's
that was
Go
one of
get
the
him.
only times I was concerned about KOC. I'm like, dude, get him out. Like, what are
yeah.
you doing, man? This guy's
Well, you saw
dying.
his
Uh,
alternative wasn't great, so
no, no, I wasn't. And look, we know nothing about the actual circumstances that the coaching staff and the quarterbacks probably had to like decide in those moments. But anyway,
yeah.
that's a whole side tangent. My whole point being, I'm really hopeful that we can see either a resurgence from Kyler Murray or from JJ, because I just can see it all. I can already see it happening. Carson Wentz plays 4 or 5 solid regular season games. Oh, okay, okay. He's going to get the nod in the playoffs, and then just shit hits the fan. He doesn't work out. We lose the playoffs. Like that's just I've seen the storybook written so many times. So
Justin Jefferson is going to go for 1,600 yards this year.
Book
I
it.
saw Cheese
Mel
laughing.
sheet.
I'm like, what is he laughing? It's because he saw you
It's gonna happen.
standing in the.
Kyler
I saw
Murray.
him. I saw him get up. Yeah.
If
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
anyone is going to unlock Kyler Murray, it's KOC, and we have KOC and we have Kyler Murray. So just saying.
Dude, I forget all the time that this guy was a first round first pick. I forget that all the time.
Hey, Kyler
Number one.
Murray. That
Yeah,
guy's pretty good at football. People forget. Also, I mean, I know you're saying resurgence, but he just got hurt. Like, I don't feel like he was ever really playing bad football ever, as far as I saw.
Well, that's
But
true.
again,
He's
if
never
you're a
been
Cardinals fan, let me know because I didn't really watch a lot of the games. But I just
I
thought he
think
was good.
it always seemed to me, I was told with Kyler, is like his game wasn't good enough to elevate the conditions he was in to like pull him out of stuff all the time,
Mhm.
but he also wasn't given the weapons and the tools around him to be successful. Like, okay, here's a great example. Jared Goff to me is like the perfect case of a quarterback that he will, if you have the right weapon and like a good like the team around him, he will play well and he will get your team where they need you to go
the
consistently.
right white weapon.
But he just, like he's not like a Mahomes. He's not like a Stafford where like they just do these things and you're like, holy crap, how did they do that? You know what I mean? So I think Murray is in position hopefully this year to be a quarterback for a team that has the tools around him to help him succeed. We'll see.
I like that they've been really adamant about, and you can tell, but they've also just talked about it how they want to get the run game going, where they couldn't really fully figure that out last year, and they're gonna get wideouts involved, and they're gonna have Kyler Murray running the ball every so often. So
Mhm.
if we get the run game going, we get double coverage taken off of JJ, opens him up, he wins in one-on-one every single time. So I don't know. I think it's
Yeah.
going to be interesting for sure.
Hell, even in double coverage, if we can just get him a well placed ball, man. It felt like
Yeah.
there were so many times he actually beat double coverage
Mhm.
last year, but the ball was just nowhere where it needed to be.
Yeah.
So
That's true.
Yeah,
hopefully we
that's the
can
thing
find that with him.
I love a lot about Kyler is one, insanely great arm strength wise, and then insanely accurate, which is kind of what we've been missing since Kirk left. Uh, Big Kirko. And
True.
then also the creation. It's kind of like almost like the LaMelo Ball thing. Like you have a guy you can plug in there at point guard who's going to be able to like scramble and he's
Yeah.
hard to tackle, he's really
Mhm.
fast, he's elusive.
That's
So
what they were looking for with JJ McCarthy, but we just
yeah,
didn't.
and JJ's like he's strong and he's fast, but I don't know if he necessarily has like the passing game to give him his running game. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like the way
Right.
Kyler does. because JJ can run the ball for
Yeah.
sure, but like people are, I think, almost always prepared for that with him because he's just having a hard time accuracy
Yeah.
wise. I
No,
also would like to
it's
take
a
a
good
moment
point.
to say I will never ever be able to do what JJ McCarthy does or any
Yeah.
Of
there. So
course. No, yeah.
any like negative thing I have to say doesn't fucking matter because I don't play football.
Yeah.
With that
9
said, JJ McCarthy could
in
be
this.
better with his accuracy.
Dude, it's actually, you bring up a
We're
really
sorry
good
for
point,
touching
Cheese.
on you.
Dude, when you think about the quarterbacks historically in the NFL that have been like noticed for being so lethal with the scramble and with their feet, right? Movement outside of the pocket. They all have traditionally
Peyton
been,
Manning.
and I'm talking about the very best to do it, very good passers. Like think about Michael Vick, think about
Oh,
Lamar Jackson, and there's a handful of
Jalen
other ones. I mean,
Hurts, I don't care what people say that man can throw a football if you give him the right amount of time. And
yeah, for sure.
he's an even better runner.
It's just there's something about the defense has to respect. This quarterback, Kirk Cousins, he sits in the pocket. He only ever throws
Oh yeah.
bullets, so we can pressure him. We know he won't scramble around us. We'll catch him. Whereas, okay, JJ, oh, this guy like he's really iffy on his throw, so let's just blitz him, and if we can get him in the bet, like he won't scramble around us. But if you got a guy that you know can do both, I mean, we've seen the best quarterbacks, and I'm not by any means comparing Murray to like Mahomes, but like when you watch these guys play, it's like it messes with the defense because they're like, what? Like I don't know what to do. Do I blitz this guy? Do I stay back in coverage? Like it puts defense on their toes. So if we can try to create an atmosphere for Murray to do that, could
You
be
know what?
successful this year.
I will say it. Kyler Murray is Patrick Mahomes. Just
Yeah.
because Patrick Mahomes has some Super Bowls. How many Heisman trophies does Patrick Mahomes have? That's what I thought. All right.
Hey,
So yeah,
how
you
many
take your Super
Xboxes
Bowls.
does Patrick Mahomes have? Okay, how many hours on Call of Duty does Patrick Mahomes have?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Zero.
Patrick Mahomes, whose father played baseball, was he drafted? I'm actually not sure. Patrick Mahomes Jr. might have been drafted, but you know who I do know was drafted in the MLB? Kyler Murray.
Yeah.
So suck
Yeah,
it, Patrick.
boy.
Shout out to your dad though, Twins legends.
Wasn't he the first
No.
person to be drafted as high as he was in the MLB and the NFL at the same, like the only person to ever achieve that?
Like how high he was
I
in
don't know,
both of
maybe.
them?
Yeah.
It's possible because he was the number one pick in the football, right? And then I don't
Yeah.
think
I
he
can't
was.
remember what his pick was in baseball, but I know
It wasn't super high.
okay. I thought it was high. Never mind. Forget
No,
it.
I mean he was a first rounder, but he wasn't like the first round pick.
No, it's okay. I'll screw off. It's fine.
No, you're basically right though.
I'll
Because
shut
I
up.
mean, there's like the classic, like Deion Sanders.
Kyler
Yeah.
Murray. Kyler Murray was drafted ninth overall in the
Yeah.
first round of the 2018 MLB draft by the Oakland
Okay.
Athletics.
See, what
I'm
I
sorry.
said.
When I said not crazy high, I meant like he wasn't top three pick.
So
Bro,
like
that is
Nine is
crazy
still
cool
high.
that he was drafted.
Yeah.
Oh
And then he
man.
didn't even go do it. He didn't even go play.
yeah.
So that's
He didn't
another
even
thing I
go
love
to
about Kyler Murray is he could have so easily picked baseball, which is, in my opinion, a way easier sport to play than
So
football.
basically,
He decided to pick the sport where he's getting tackled constantly. So Kyler Murray's a dog.
so greatest athletes of all time. You got like Bo Jackson, Deion Sanders, Kyler Murray. That's like right
Mhm.
there.
Those are the three best athletes to ever play at least those two sports,
Yeah.
for sure. Yeah, no, I think that would
Bro,
be right.
it's
First and
dude,
ninth, that's pretty crazy.
if you were to tell me 4 or 5 years ago, hey, you guys are gonna get it's gonna be out, it's not gonna be like a year or two removed from having been drafted. So you're gonna get him a little outside of the prime, but you're gonna get a player that was drafted number one overall in the first round as quarterback, and also was drafted eighth, was it, or was it ninth?
Ninth.
One of those positions in the MLB overall in the first round. I'd be like, this guy's going to be a stud. We're going to totally make. So I don't know, man. That's pretty awesome. I
Yeah,
mean, I
but
know
he's
everyone's got
short,
their
so
grievances.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
And then
tiny,
he's gonna go
and there's
play for the
people.
Twins.
let's go.
Okay,
Yeah.
manifesting the most unreal reality. But what if he wins the Super Bowl with us this year? Quits, goes and plays for the Twins, wins the Twin Series, the World Series with them the next year. Come
That
on.
would be
And
the coolest
then
thing ever.
he goes and he's Crunch Jr. for the Timberwolves.
I think that one's less likely. But I do know that Anthony Edwards wants, he's like, when I win a ring, I'm going to start playing football. So
Forgot
Timberwolves,
about
get that
What if
ring so we can get Anthony Edwards
all
on the
these
team.
players just start hopping teams? So like
Yeah,
Jay Jettas goes over, he plays for the Timberwolves.
just got to win a ring. Just got to win a ring.
Dude,
Okay.
that would be legendary.
Do
Um,
we want to touch on the Twins?
I do
We
want to touch
absolutely
on the
should.
Twins
The
real
Twibs.
quick. Yeah. So it's been a very weird couple of weeks.
Yeah,
Um,
no kidding.
Trade deadline happened. The Twins were buyers, which was huge. Buyers for for the first time. I can't remember. I mean, I guess 2 years
Mhm.
prior we were competing a little bit, but all I remember is the red wedding of free agency last year, and it clearly shows that dumping sometimes works because a lot of the guys we have on our team right now that are helping us win were guys we got in those trades. Louis Varland to I believe was to the Blue Jays. We got Alan Roden for him. He's hit 2 game-winning hits, so there's been a lot of upside to everything we did, but I do still think, and I think the last couple of weeks have proved this, that the Twins are still a little too inexperienced to
Yeah.
probably push this roster to where it needs to be, especially with Buck, coming back off this injury and like still looking like he's trying to figure out uh, everything. So yeah, I'm definitely not super optimistic about where we're going, but all I know is we're 4.5. After today, I think we're 5.5 games back of the Central, and we're 1 game back of the wild card. So a lot of ball left. Royce Lewis has been looking fucking amazing. Our sweet Pookie. Since returning
It,
from the triple A stint he had to kind of work on his swing, he's got one of the best OPSs at baseball. So that's huge, especially for someone who has him on their fantasy team. Luke Keishel's fucking heating up. He is one of the best. He's got maybe the best plate vision of anyone on that team, and it's his literally second year. Uh, so there's a lot of good things to be excited about, but also, a lot of stuff to be worried about. Mostly the pitching right now, which was, I think, something we were pretty confident about. And then we make these moves, bring in these relievers. We got Dean Kramer, who's a solid starter. Joe Ryan instantly goes on the IL. So you know, it's not great, but we're definitely going through it right now in the dog days. Definitely got to start playing better and winning more, especially with the Central Division because, the Tigers, everyone counted them out. They traded Terry Skubal and now they're in the lead for the division. So, or they're not in the lead, sorry, the White Sox are, but they're back in contention. So stuff happens fast.
wait, wait. I have not been following baseball very much. Did you just say the White Sox are in first
Yeah, they
place?
have the best record in the AL Central. Wait, Clay, did you have something to say?
It's been a really weird year. Like I don't know what is happening half the time.
Sweet Pablo.
Yeah, we don't have Pablo.
Part
We
of
had
that, yeah.
the
I
entire
mean, the
year.
season has been weird from the jump because we lost Pablo right away.
Yeah, but I'm very surprised by how well we've been playing. It's almost like I don't know. How can you not be romantic about baseball type shit? But
Yeah.
especially when I bring my little sister to her first Twins game and we get one hit the entire game. And this is like we're about to just lose 3-0. And guess what happens? Ultimate grand
Ultimate,
slam.
ultimate grand slam.
What a
Something
great
not many
day.
people have ever seen in their lives. You got
Yeah,
to witness in person.
that was pretty cool.
Yep.
We had decent seats too, and we just decided to walk around. We went up to like the third deck and watched the whole thing from up there, and it was electric, bro.
See,
That
and
was
that's actually something I would love to speak about too, because like Cody Clemens is almost the perfect representation of like this Twins team right now, because we kind of grabbed him on a whim, and he's proven to be so successful. Obviously, last year was looking really good, had a ton of clutch hits, but set his personal record for home runs in a season this year. Um, a guy who's similar to him. Also, I would say Cody Clemens is playing insane defense everywhere he goes, first base, second
yeah.
base,
Oh no,
right
he's
field, center
awesome.
field. He does
That
everything.
that is one thing though. We got to stop switching it up so much because it's hard for guys to be consistent when nothing around them is consistent. Yeah,
Well, part of
Yeah.
that is because, the lineup's always built on
yeah.
who's the starting pitcher. So if we're facing a lefty, we have to put all our righties in.
And then
So there
also
is
Culpepper
that's
coming
why
in.
Brooks Lee is like, hey kids,
Yeah,
be a switch hitter because you'll always be in the lineup because you hit
true.
left and right. Um, But yeah, like scrappy guys like Cody, Ryan Kreidler, who's, been another like absolute gem defensively. Uh, you know, holding down shortstop for us, playing some of the best shortstop in the MLB. No one's talking about it. His bat's not great, but you got him, Brooks, Ryan Jeffers is having a career year. Austin Martin, who did just get hurt, has been looking really good. Um, Byron Buxton, before he got hurt, was almost leading the MLB in
Is
home runs. So
Culpepper
like
still in?
Kalen Culpepper got called up, who's, our number 2 prospect and like the 20th prospect in baseball. So hit a home run in his debut. Like there's a lot of stuff to be excited about right now. But Walker Jenkins hasn't even been called up. But I just don't know if this team is going to do anything. I don't know. Making the playoffs, maybe. Winning,
Maybe. But even if we make the playoffs, what's going to happen? Like, is it?
but you never know. Like I always think about, I think it was 2016, the Washington Nationals barely made the playoffs, went on to win the World Series. So
Yeah, true.
anything's possible, but I'm definitely after, getting swept by the Phillies, also, getting killed in the Field of Dreams game
That was not fun.
was not fun. Yeah. I'm not feeling awesome, but a lot of ball left.
Hey, it's one of those things where, and coaches, I'm sure, say this all the time to their players, where you just get the
Mhm.
chance, fight for it, get into a position where you get to be in the playoffs. Whether you're a wild card and your first matchup is against a juggernaut, like a team that's lost 20 games out of the whatever, like you just give yourself a chance.
Yeah.
And
The Reeves.
historically, yeah, I mean, like, or maybe statistically would be the better word, but like, yeah, oftentimes those teams get swept or they get beat up in the first round, but not always. And there are stories and there are teams that have won the championship
Mhm.
for their respective sport,
Just got to
just
get hot at the right
sneaking in,
time.
just sneaking in, right? Well,
Get hot at the
I
right
think
time.
about the Kings. The Kings were a wild card team. What was that, like 6, 7? Gosh, it's got to be long time ago now.
What was
It
that?
feels like it was yesterday,
What
though.
was that?
6, 7.
6, 7 years ago.
No, no, it
Six,
wasn't
seven
intentional.
years ago.
But a minute ago,
The
and
fucking
everyone
stupid.
was like, "Oh, they squeaked it,"
Yeah.
and then there you go. They won the Stanley Cup. Like, so it happens. So
Mhm.
yeah, we want to have a chance, man. We just want to have an opportunity to try. And I'm sure that
Yeah.
that's what they're all talking about, right? They're
And that's
they're
why
not
this
saying we're the best
stretch,
team, but
yeah,
Okay.
this stretch right now is important. That's why I was like telling Clay, I'm like, we can't lose games because like if we want to
every game
sneak into the
matters.
playoffs, we got to be winning right now. You know, we can't
Right.
let it get too late. So a lot of ball left though. Someone said that
Yeah,
earlier.
you did.
There you
Me.
go.
Okay. I did say that. I guess so. Do you guys have anything else you want to add, or should we close this thing out with the little 20
Mm-mm.
Q?
Let's close it
That's all I
out.
had.
I'm so
Little 20
ready to be done with this.
questions. All right.
What?
Well, if you're a viewer
Jeez.
of the Cheddarpot podcast, you know that every episode we play Minnesota Sports 20 Questions, which is we pick a person, a place, or a thing that is related to Minnesota sports. And the person, obviously, who's the host of the game, has the choice, and then the other two we get to guess. So this week we got
Yeah.
Clay, who's going to be picking. So Cole and I are going to be doing all the guessing here. So I'll give you the floor, Clay.
So I got stuck between two options because I can't. It could be difficult. You know what? I'm just gonna do it anyway. Let's just roll with it.
Okay.
Okay. All right. I have what I have, and you can do whatever you want with it.
You ready?
Yeah.
All right.
You go.
You go. Cole.
All right.
Should we start with the
Is it
famous? Is
is
it
it a
a
person?
Is it a round ball?
is it a round ball? Oh no, we can do is it a person?
I'm, we're gonna win this, cheese. I'm not doing that stupid
All
question
right.
stuff that you guys do.
Yeah.
Okay. All
I
right.
will say that the odds are in our favor, so we should win.
What's your question?
Is it a person?
It
Is it a
is.
person? It is a person.
It is a
Okay.
person.
So it's not
Okay.
the Met Stadium.
Are
Thank
they
God.
active? Are they actively playing?
All right, let's make sure we agree on the question first.
Okay, well then you gotta chime in. Do you like that question?
I like that question, Cole. Thank you for asking. Let's go with it. Can we lock that in?
The answer, the answer is no.
They're not actively playing. All right, cheese. No, you go.
No, that's fun. We want to just do like every other. I'm cool with that. No, seriously.
No, it's okay. Just go
I
ahead.
know
Yes,
I'm
yeah,
really
yeah.
sarcastic a lot, but like seriously, you want to just do like I'll do this one, you do the next question, and we'll just
I
take turns.
no, seriously. No, you go. You go. No, then
Oh,
I'll
you go.
go. Then
All
you
right.
go.
Is
You
it
go.
does this person play a sport with a round ball or
Is that the question?
yes,
Uh, yes.
they do play with a round ball. All right.
Wait,
Gotta
now
figure out
did
what
we
the size
decide
is.
if did we decide so that exclusively means that would be baseball or basketball, right?
Yes, because a football is technically not round.
Well, right, and a puck isn't either. But like,
Yeah.
are the other sports include this, or is it just the major four? That's what I'm asking.
I think we've always kind of gone with all the sports.
Here,
Obviously,
I
it
have
would
an
be
idea.
really niche if you picked like the Minnesota Swarm or some
It would
shit.
be. I'll get us more clarification here, Clay. For my question, is it one of the major four?
So that's your question. You're gonna lock that in?
It it is. Yes, it's only
Major
four
for
questions.
men's
It's
sports.
Yes, it is.
So it's probably baseball
one of
now.
the major four. So it's baseball or basketball. They do not play any longer.
Also, I think we're at 5 questions. This
Okay.
for the record. For the record,
This is your fifth question.
this is 5. Okay.
Because
Do you?
you had is it a person? You had is it a
Are they actively playing?
Are they
Is it a
currently
Are they
round
playing?
actively
ball?
Is it a
playing?
round ball? Is it the major
Is
four?
it a major four? Okay, so this is 5. Yeah.
Do you want to use one of our question sheets to
That was a question.
wow
Not to you, bitch. Shut up.
to uh to to gain clarification of if it's baseball or basketball? Should we just ask like, is it baseball? And then if he says no, we know it's basketball.
Yeah, might as well. Just get it taken care of early. Yeah.
Okay,
Is the
Clay,
sport
is
that
it
they play
baseball?
It is
baseball?
baseball.
It is
Uh-oh.
baseball. All right,
They're
choose. I'm
not
gonna
playing.
talk.
Wait,
They're
are
not
they
playing.
actively playing? No.
No, he
Sorry, I
said they're
can't
not
hear
actively
anything you're
playing.
saying. Dog's going crazy.
They're
Shut
not
up.
actively playing, and it's baseball. And
Okay.
you run with the next question,
They
cheese, and
are
I'll come
not
Has
back after
this,
that.
playing.
yeah, has this baseball player won a World Series with the Minnesota Twins?
It's a good question.
That's a good question. The answer is
Did you
no.
do your fucking research?
Yeah, the answer is no.
Oh,
I
okay.
mean,
That does actually make this way harder.
I know the answer to the question. I didn't
Okay.
need to do my research.
Sorry. Well, you said that's a good question. I thought you didn't know, so that's my bad.
No,
Because
it's
I
just
have done this before where I was like, damn, I don't know the answer. I gotta look that up.
no, that's just a good question. That's
So
it.
I was mostly, yeah, I was projecting onto you. Sorry. Okay. So they probably didn't play in like
Okay,
the late 80s, early 90s. Unless they
Clay,
somehow squeezed into a team between the two World Series teams. So I'm
does
guessing
this?
this is like a 90s, 2000s player.
Yeah, Clay, does this player have their jersey retired with the Minnesota Twins? Their
Ooh,
number?
that's a really good question.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good question. I believe no. I'm actually
Oh,
No.
100%
Okay,
sure.
well that's good. That gets rid of the
okay.
handful
So
of
it's not
really
like an
well-known players.
icon.
Mm-mm.
Uh, did this person ever wear the?
I believe no. I definitely know they don't. Sorry. They do not.
I'm trying to ask this question in a way that doesn't like totally minimize some other options. So I'm trying to think of like ask what jersey they wore. Because if they wore the pinstripe white ones, well,
Oh
that
my
could
God,
be
this is
from. Can you let us play the game? This is
horrible
tickling my.
question.
Listen, you know the answer, so it's not as fun for you, but I'm having a really good time. So shut up.
I'm too.
Okay.
If they wore like the pinstripe jerseys, that means they stopped playing for the Twins. Um, no, that doesn't work. Shit. Okay, just let's scrap that question. The
Yeah,
pinstripe jerseys
probably
have been
scrap that
around for
question.
so long.
You should probably scrap that.
And technically, we
So
still have a pinstripe jersey. So I'm trying to figure out if this is like a Joe
should we try
Mauer
to
era
think?
player.
Should we? I was gonna say, should we try to figure out the era? That would really help because then
Yeah,
Ooh.
that's what I was going
we
with the jersey.
we can nail down the like the roster that would have been active at that time, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, oh, here's another quick thought too. I don't know if we want to use a question on this, but we could ask like, was this a star player, right? Like, or is was this more of a yeah, people
Well,
liked him, but you know what I mean?
it's possible.
That's
Yeah, I
very
guess we.
subjective. That'd be tough. It's a tough.
Sure, it would be.
Well, if their jersey's not retired, then it would be. It could still be like a star player, like a Justin Morneau or Trevor Plouffe or something like that.
For sure, yeah. Hell, like Torrey Hunter's the guy that would
Corey
be.
Hunter. who should have
Let's
his
see. I
jersey
want to see if he
retired.
reacted. Did he react? He didn't react. I
He's
knew
looking
what was going
away.
on.
All right. Did this let's ask if
Oh,
they played in like the 2000s.
Metrodome. Did they play in the Metrodome? That would be a
Okay, did they
good.
play in the Metrodome? That's a good
Yes.
question. Okay. So we got the era down.
Okay,
I'm
Metrodome
part of
era.
me's thinking
Era down. I mean, that's still like 3 different eras.
well,
How long
it
did the
definitely
Twins play
rules
in the
out like
Metrodome? The
any
Twins
like
played in the
recent
Metrodome.
players.
Oh shit! They played in the Metrodome for 28 seasons from 1982 to
But this
2009.
does no, Cole, this does take away any like recent
Idiot.
players.
It does. Yeah. No, yeah. I
Wait,
mean,
hold on. How many
also
questions is that? Fuck.
That's got
7.
to be like 7 because we were deliberating for most of that.
Okay.
We were asking
7.
questions. 7.
I'll trust it.
Okay, so 1982 to 2009. Now, here's where I'm not going to be as much help cheese. I don't know like eras of rosters. Like, I can't be like, oh, was this like the Mean Green Eating Machine? You know what I mean?
I
Like, I
got
don't.
you. I
All
got
right,
you.
that's going to be on
'Cause
you.
I have an idea of who I think he picks, but I'm like still not 100% sure.
Right. And I can name players from that, but like if we just start asking, is it this player? We're gonna
Yes.
get
So
screwed. So we're gonna.
I'm gonna ask this question.
Okay.
Has this person been to an all-star game?
Oh, it's good.
Yes. Okay. I'm starting to think it's probably one of those icons like a Joe Mauer or Torrey Hunter. Maybe Glenn Perkins. There's no way it's Glenn Perkins.
Let's see.
He's not denying the Glenn Perkins thing, so it's got me thinking that.
Mm.
Okay. I kind of want to ask position now. I kind of want to be like, did they pitch or were they a position player?
Ooh, interesting. Okay, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 players that played in the All-Star game between 1982 and 2009. And 2 of these guys also have their jersey retired. Joe Mauer and Kirby Puckett.
Yep. So, can we ask if it's a pitcher or a position player?
You have just under 16 questions left. You could just go down the list.
Are we at 8 questions?
That's
7
lame.
questions?
No. Yeah, but that's lame though. I want it to be
I'm just
like we
kidding.
boiled down.
Yeah. All
Okay,
right, I'm gonna just do it.
Were they an outfielder?
No,
Outfielder?
let's
You're just
Clay.
gonna go
Or
outfielder, or are you gonna go position player?
can I ask the question?
No. He's got it.
No, you go.
No, you go. You just
Okay.
yelled at me.
Because I've been trying to ask you if you want to ask this question, then you tried to ask a different question.
Okay, what question you want to ask?
The question was, are they a position player or a pitcher?
Clay, are they gay?
What? Why are they gay?
Well, it's a
What?
yes or
I do
no
get-
question, so ask one of the 2.
Oh, it's literally,
Yeah.
are they a pitcher?
No.
Are they a pitcher?
They're a position
No
player.
pitcher.
Thank you.
No pitcher. Okay, actually, that gets rid of a lot of guys on
That's
this
what I'm
list.
saying. That's what I'm saying. But a
Um,
lot of pitchers get to All-Star games fucking randomly, so I'm really glad it's not them.
So no Santana. No.
Now we can
Okay,
say, are they an outfielder or an infielder?
no. Are they an outfielder? Are they an outfielder?
Play official question.
Yes.
They're an
I think it's
outfielder.
Torrey Hunter.
Okay. I think we got to go for it. Is it Torrey Hunter?
No.
Oh.
Oh. Okay.
All-star outfielder for the Minnesota Twins.
I mean, there's
Did
only
Jimmy-
a couple other on this list, but they're from 1983 and 1985. There's no way that he
Outfielders?
chose them. Yeah.
So then their number's not retired?
No. So okay, on our list here we have Kirby Puckett, who's an outfielder, but his number was retired.
Wait, Clay. I'm gonna ask another question.
Okay.
Did this person play outfield and infield? All right, I
Yes.
think I know who it is.
Technically, yes.
Well, there you go, because they might be listed as
Technically,
something
yes.
else under my
Yes, he did,
stupid
yeah.
AI.
But he wasn't listed. That's not what he was listed as. But yes, he did.
He played infield and outfield. Is it Willie Castro?
No.
Damn! He was listed as an outfielder? Okay, we got to be at like 11 or 12 questions now at this
All
point.
right. This will help me eliminate a few other on the list. Was this
Damn, I thought
player
it was
from-
so clever.
Your list might
Wait.
not be correct.
We're also not supposed to use outside material, but I don't care.
I don't know enough about Twins, so
That's
like
fine. It's
half
fine.
half the guys on this
This
list,
is
I'm
like
like,
going to trivia and looking at your phone.
I'm
You're
like,
just
who's
wasting
Gary
time.
Ward? I don't know who Gary Ward is.
There's no way Clay picked fucking Gary Ward.
What about Tom
He doesn't want to win
Brunansky?
that bad. What?
Brunansky. Is it Tom Brunansky? 1985 outfielder? No, don't
No,
answer
it's
that. That's not
not.
my question. That's
Yeah,
not my
I'm starting
question.
to think I'm thinking your list is maybe leaving people out.
It is.
Because Willie Castro made the All-Star game randomly. Oh, fucking so stupid. No, he never played any infield. I was gonna say Byron, but he's never played infield.
You're thinking of, oh, dude.
They were an
Also,
All-Star.
Willie Castro only got his appearance in 2024.
I'll give you this, Cheese. 2-time All-Star.
Oh, you said he's not playing anymore,
Oh,
right?
wait, shit. Wait,
Remind me if
wait.
it's not an active player.
No, not an active player. So it wouldn't
So
have
they're
been Willie
not playing
Castro.
anymore. Two-time
But,
All-Star
but they would have played at the
outfielder.
Metrodome. They would have played at the Metrodome.
2-time with or without the Twins.
Oh, I was just gonna ask. Okay, so this player won or went to the All-Star game not with the Twins. It sounds like.
With or without. With and or.
Well, definitely not
Damn.
with because he was not on that list.
Your list might be shit.
Yeah, we're starting to get kind of far away from it now.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't. Again, this is now. I don't know. I don't know enough about Twins.
No, it's
to
cool.
help
I
with this.
got a couple more.
All right.
Okay.
Let's see if you can dig in, baby. I told you it'd be a tough one.
Mm-hmm. I have guesses. I know a lot of the All-Stars over the years. Um, hmm. Two-time All-Star, he says.
You didn't actually like get the era. I love that you were gonna ask about the era, and then you said, "Did he play at the Metrodome?" Which is like 30 years.
Yeah, I wanted to ask if they played in the 2000s, but
Hmm.
I think they did. That's kind of why we moved on. Oh, is it Denard Span?
No.
What the fuck? Who the fuck is it?
Is it Tony Olivia?
No,
I'm gonna like not have that question allowed.
that's not a question. You're like, is it Babe Ruth?
I mean, everything you've asked so far is check the box.
Oh, I thought Denard Span was it. Who else do we have? Jock Jones didn't make an All-Star team,
I
did
can't
he?
believe you're forgetting this.
Bro, I'm thinking of every Twins player in history right now. I'm probably missing somebody really.
Bob
'Cause
Allison?
I'm hitting all the classics.
How
Who
many
the fuck is
questions do you have
Bob
left?
Allison?
Is it Michael Kadire?
It is Michael Kadire.
No fucking way! Oh my god!
Who is
Let's
this?
go.
He was my favorite player growing up. Next
That's
to
awesome.
Doug McCavish. Yeah, I literally wear the number 5 for you, Mike. Oh man, Michael Kadire,
That was
Cuddy.
a good one.
That's why I was like, I think I know it, but I was like, there's no way he picked Michael Kadire. Like, but then I was like, he played a lot of infield and outfield, but mostly outfield.
Two-time MLB All-Star during his 15-year major league career.
Rockies
Representing the
legends.
Twins. Okay, but here you go though. He represented the Twins in 2011, and the Metrodome stopped in 2009. That's why he wasn't on my list.
So you had the list pulled from not you did say guys who played there, but was
No,
it
right?
during-
No. You were correct in he played with the Twins while they were at the or while they were at the Metrodome, but he was in
was
the
an All-Star
All-Star
after
game
the Metrodome.
after that. Yes, and that's where I
Yeah.
got screwed up on my research. And then
That's
the
what made this
Rockies.
fun, though. Yeah,
Yeah.
we kind of took a detour, but we always found our way back.
That was a really good one.
Clay saying,
This
I can't
goes to
believe
show you
haven't
don't
guessed
trust
this.
computers.
Yeah.
Don't trust the AI overview. It is not the gospel.
Never trust.
Does not work. Does not work.
I'm so glad you picked Michael Kadire. If you guys stick around to the end of this episode, I'm going to play 10 minutes of Michael Kadire highlights. Stay tuned.
Sounds good.
And if I don't actually do that, just go look it up, viewers.
Amazing.
All right, guys. I have 2% battery, so you want to lead us
Yeah,
out,
this is
Zach?
perfect time. Yeah. All right. For myself, for Cole, for Clay, we are going to be done with this episode. Thank you for tuning in. Boys, want to say goodbye so the camera shows you?
Bye. Wait.
Cole, say goodbye.
I can't say that.
Goodbye.
Bye.
There you are.
See you, boys.
All right, bye. Bye, Cheddarpot.
Thanks, everyone. Bye-bye.